You have to come every single day from day one of camp when it's not separation week. Working as hard as you absolutely can because you're trying to separate constantly, but there's definitely that added level, in the back of your mind, like this is the week that I really need to strive to pull apart. But obviously still pull apart with as a group, as one of us is trying to strive to pull apart, we want us all to be together moving in that same direction.
Right. Obviously during the season too, you get that. How do you keep guys from letting this be the be-all, end-all,
right? And
knowing that hey, week one you can still do the same thing, still make up ground, and you just gotta keep working.
For sure, yeah. I think that it really just comes down to when you have that implemented process, when you have that, yes, this isn't the end-all, be-all. We know what we're working towards, and what we're working towards is greater, and we're making a big push here, but we can continue as a group to make a big push the whole way through. And that just starts with being competitive with guys in the room. I mean, there can just be no complacency in the room at all. 1 week, Rue might be really feeling it at practice and rolling and going. But that needs to push and motivate me to go and get after it even more. We just need to continue to have that constant competitive battle with each other.
Why did you start playing defensive line? Why did this position stick out when you're you chose it?
I don't, I think when I don't know, I was probably just a fat kid. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know. My dad, he always just loved the D line, and he was my coach growing up, and that's kind of just what he trained me in. I just fell in love with the trenches. I feel not to be that guy, but real football's played in the trenches. I just love it.
Did your dad play too?
He played high school ball, but nothing anymore. But I mean, he's a big football guy. He loves it. So.
Well, you've seen quite a few coaching staff during your time in college. What stands out about Coach Legge?
Well, one, he's just a family-oriented guy. He's really just genuinely a great person. And as far as coaching-wise, he's just so detailed, and he won't skip over anyone. Everyone's getting that same detailed, high-energy, loving coach every single practice, every rep, constantly. And he's and when we get into the film room, he just breaks it down. He's very meticulous with how he breaks stuff down. Stuff that I may not have seen in the past. He's gets to open my eyes up to that, and he's just very detailed in it.
How does the depth of your room right now compare to some of the other stops where you've been?
I mean, we're rolling depth-wise. We got people to roll. This is probably the deepest room I've ever been a part of. We could roll six deep, and I don't think there's a drop-off on the field. This is by far the deepest room I've ever been a part of.
You guys need that with the nature of the position, I would think, too.
Right, yeah, we do it. And the way that we want to play up front, just 100% full, get off the ball and roll every play. No snaps off. I think that the depth of the room is going to really let us just roll. Yeah.
Does that help with the separation too of you can't just do a little bit to stand out as an own guy. Everyone's got to really, really push when you have so much parity. Does that help you guys reach that sort of next level in a week like this?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, when you have guys in the room that have the full capacity to take your job every single day of the week, you have no choice except for to strive to be great every single day.
Grady, we've heard a lot about pass rush and spring and everything. Could you sort of describe how much of an emphasis that's been for you guys as a defense, as a D-line, tackle room, whatever? How's that message being delivered, I guess, if you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I mean, there's been a huge emphasis on pass down, third down, just pass rush, just we're really just trying to mold our defense to where we know last year they could stop the run. That was a huge thing that they could do, but this year it's more than just stop the run. We're gonna stop the run because we're excited to get to third down because we're going to shut everyone down on third down. And they've been hammering that. We've been running at home, and I don't know if you guys been out to practices, but the third down defense is really good.
You feeling more comfortable? I don't know if you addressed this, but just having a spring ball on your belt now, probably more comfortable than when we talked to you last time, I guess.
Yeah, I feel really comfortable. I feel good. Schematically, installs, all the plays, just being a little more comfortable with my coaches and how to navigate all that. I definitely.
You just called Derek an uncommon freshman or something. So he said something along those lines. What are you seeing from him?
Yeah.
You've seen freshmen come in and how difficult that position is for young guys. What do you notice from him?
Right, he's got a motor for sure. He's probably one of the highest motor freshmen I've seen And like you just pair that with like he's just got like natural strength. He just got instinct. Like he shows a lot of flashes, real high potential. You know, he's like one of the freshmen that could get out there and play on Saturday. So yeah, I mean Michigan State's definitely got a good future with DSM.
You talked about laying this attention to detail. What are some of the things that he may be like sort of locating in your game that you feel like you've improved upon thanks to his coaching and his attention to detail?
Yeah, I think like my ability to like recognize pass sets, like what I'm getting, kind of like break down the play before the play ever happens. Like he's like poured into me a ton on that. Like I can recognize the formation, like okay, this is what pass that I'm gonna get. Like this is the run form, this is the like run schemes that they run out of this formation. Like he's really opened my eyes up to that, and then just you know, I think as far as like my hands in the pass game and like my top of the rush, he's really, and then my get off in the run game, like he's really helped kind of just like tweak a lot of that stuff. But yeah, I think the biggest one is definitely like just like opening my eyes up to like being more than just like right where my feet are at, but like being able to take in the whole picture of what's going on and play faster.
We've talked to a few offensive linemen so far this camp, and you know they're really motivated to improve this year. What are your impressions of the offensive line so far? Interior guys that are going up against?
Yeah, I mean, I think even from the spring they've taken a huge jump. I mean, I think they're good. I hear a lot of guys say that they've improved a ton from last year. I mean, they compete, like they care about every single rep that they take. Yeah, and even from the spring they've taken a big jump. Like that's a good competitive, like gritty offensive line that we have.
Thanks, Grady.
Thank you. Cool. Appreciate you guys.